Hey everybody, it's Eden here. I am back once again with another pick a card reading. Today we are asking what message you need to hear most right now. So a specific message. I've already shot the video. Full disclaimer. Bit of a trigger warning. They're really specific. These cards came to me and just these interpretations have come just really strong. They're very specific piles, and they get into a lot of details of the exact message you need to hear right now and why. So they are general readings, of course. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you are new to pick a pile, you can meditate on these three piles and see which one is calling your name, see which one stands out to you. Skim my eyes over it, and one of them kind of usually gives me the tingles. That's kind of weird, but I just know. Sometimes your eyes might be drawn to a specific pile. Whatever works for you. Take a few seconds. Sometimes the number might draw you into. I included the numbers this time instead of charms. So maybe you have a lucky number. Just check with your intuition and see which one you're getting called towards. I'll give you guys a few seconds to check it out. All right, please pause this video if you need more time to decide. If not, links to every single pile are in the description, and there you just go ahead, click on the link to the timestamp, and then it'll jump you right forward to where that is in the video. If you really enjoy this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep continuing to join me back here for readings as we get in touch with our spiritual side and see what the cards have to say. All right, are you ready? Let's go. All right. Hi, pile one. So if you chose the first card, this is your pile. This reading is for you. Let's take a look. Okay, the crumbling. Um, so what it says on the card, of course, is what are you clinging on to? Interesting. So, right now, your life and your actions may be different, but your life cannot tolerate anything inauthentic. People, jobs, social situations, love, dates, anything that feels even a little bit phony or inauthentic, you just got to be out of it. You trust in your gut on that one too. Um, but at the same time, it's crumbling, the tower's coming down and it's falling apart, and you're just trying to hold it all together. Stop trying to hold it all together is what you need to hear right now. Let it fall apart. Let it crumble. You're on the verge of a major rebirth. Okay? So just let it be and see what happens. So let's get some clarification here. All right, we have the box. Interesting. And then we have the shadow. Let's keep going. We have the medallion and the sustainer. Okay, so when we're over here and we're looking at this box is made of so many layers and so many beliefs. And this crumbling and letting things go, like it's suggesting, is challenging that system in which you created for yourself. It may seem illogical, and you're a really logical person. You want structure, you want order. There's layers that are developed here. There is a process, and then there's a bit of you. This might not be for all of you, but there's a bit of viewers who think like you should be happy with what you have. Things are okay right now. Like things are good, even though it seems phony and false, and but it's not bad. It's still abundant, and things are still okay, especially if that is kind of status or work related, or social status or anything like that. That's why you're trying to hold it all together, because it seems like it fits. It should all just be in this nice box, and it should keep and stay in the box. But with the shadow here, it's telling you that you cannot deny this change. This change is coming no matter what. When you get pushed to that point where you're kind of like, oh, like anything but that, and that's what you would say to somebody else, but inside you, your subconscious is like saying a different story. It's like, yes, that, not anything but that. Lean towards the shadow is what you're being asked to do. And next with the medallions, what this is trying to say, the medallion, and it's kind of interesting, because essentially this is more of like a family heirloom inheritance kind of card. But I think what it's telling you, it's usually a positive thing. So I think it's telling you that change isn't necessarily a bad thing. But also the message I'm getting from it is you might be influenced to keep it all together because of family or tradition or pressure, or, people expect you to stay in this or do this or be this. So you're trying to keep it all together for that illusion of what it should all be. You're trying to keep it in the box because of you're trying to hold this tower together, when this is an undeniable moment. This is coming regardless of if you hold it together or not. I can't say that enough. Change isn't bad. And then with the sustainer, this is just more confirmation. I can't believe how these all fit together right now. Wow. You tend to want to preserve. Yeah, you tend to want to preserve. You want to hold things together. Look at these hands. They're in a box. They are literally in a box trying to hold this together. You are a preserver. This is how you typically operate. You want to sustain it. You want to hold it together. You don't want the change to happen, but there's a part of you that knows that whatever this situation you're going through is fake, is phony, is not where you need to be, is inauthentic. And if you try to keep it together, you're going to be trapped in the box. Change is necessary. Wow, this is a lot. So let's pull some tarot and see what we get for some kind of clarification here as well. All right. Actually, no. Let me do some oracle first. Let's see what we have. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pulled to do this first. All right, we have message in a bottle. Interesting. How am I going to lay these out? I've got 3. I'm just trying to make sure you see. All right, and then next we have time to go. Yeah, for sure. Time to go. And then we have the fates. All right. Let's keep going here. Okay. So, message in a bottle is telling you, ask for signs. Ask the universe for signs. You'll see them. You'll get them. They will send them to you because this is undeniable and this is happening. Be specific in what you want. And when you believe in signs, they will come. And they might even come in the form of communication. Maybe you're asking for a communication, for some type of confirmation like that. So ask for that message. See what you need. Ask for those signs. All right. And then time to go. This one is pretty evident, I think, especially for the situation and in correlation with all the other cards. You are at the end of a journey. Yeah, and you haven't started the next one. And maybe that's why you're trying to hold it all together and you have so much hesitation, because you're in that like in between stage. You're at the end of a journey and you haven't started the next one. So you're just kind of like floating there trying to hold it all together. But your destiny is calling you with this card for sure. And then we have the fates. And to talk about destiny, yeah. Okay. You're being asked to accept this. This is your fate. This is a good change. But it could feel bad because sometimes the positive is uncomfortable. And sometimes it's illogical. Sometimes it doesn't make complete sense. But this is good. Trust. All right. Let me just sort some cards out here. And let's pull some tarot now. All right. I think I say all right a lot. I'm sorry. I'll have to check that. I didn't realize I did. Okay, so let's take a look at this tarot here that we pulled. We have the Mother of Pentacles. Interesting. And next, of course, we have it. I knew it was coming. It's the Death card. And then we have the Son of Pentacles. Sorry, guys, I don't read reversals, and I think this deck asks you not to read reversals too. Anyway, I sometimes just interpret as reversed, just depending on how I feel. Then we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's get everything in an order. All right. So, with the Mother of Pentacles here, which is the Queen of Pentacles and other decks, of course, this is saying, and this isn't going to resonate for any of, like, most of you, but maybe some of you are pregnant or new moms or moms going through a bit of a change. So maybe it's like a motherly thing that all of this is. That will resonate for some of you, but for others, this is saying focus on your home life and abundance. This could be a change in your home life and your abundance. So that could be home or work or anything like that. So just focus on that. I see a lot of Pentacles energy here. Remember that your Pentacles are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. They are the earth signs. They are physically kind of what is front of you. They represent the material world. Then on to the Death card. This is what we've been talking about. This is total transformation. This is things coming to an end. This is a death and a rebirth. Yeah. It's the end of a cycle, guys. And it's just asking you to accept that. And next we have the Knight of Pentacles. Your logical approach that makes you amazing, that makes you dependable, that makes you who you are, you're being asked to throw that out the window. The Death card does not care about your checklists and how things are supposed to go. A rebirth is undeniable. You know, you tend to want to keep things in line and in order and, you know, have things a specific way. But yeah, this change is coming at you so hot and rapidly and so strong with this Death card here. And, you know, with the crumbling we had back there, that it's pretty undeniable. It'll be okay. You'll be good. You can let go a little. Just let go. Let the fates have it. You know, let it out of that box. All right, so now let's take a look here. We have the Ten of Cups. Everything is going to work out. This is a happily ever after card. I see it. I mean, you can see how all these cups are flowing together and making this just beautiful light and pattern. And yeah, everything's going to be all right. Yeah, like, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't try to push it away. You got it. Don't mediate it. Just let it be. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this could be a new opportunity for some of you. And this is a new bountiful opportunity. With all of this Pentacles and energy too, I can see just like a lot of abundance, maybe some material abundance coming your way, you know, things like that. All right, so I did pull a few clarifiers, so let's see what they had to say. We have the Mother of Swords. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Last but certainly not least, we have the Father of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, for a few of you watching, not everybody, once again, general reading. This could be like a twin flame kind of thing, or this could be a soulmate, but you have to separate from them. This could be a big uproar in your family life. But these two appearing together could also represent what we're saying up here with the medallion, just kind of like cutting free of those traditions as well. As advice cards, the Queen of Swords is telling you to be bold, Just be bold. You're going to come into an unexpected energy. I don't think people expect this sudden change from you. I don't think they see this coming. I think you're going to shock a lot of people. I think you're going to be the leader, though, that you've maybe just always wanted to be. I can see that for you, for sure. And then with the Six of Pentacles, be open to giving and receiving. I can kind of tell because you want to hold everything together that you might very often be a giver. You might be the one giving a lot. You might be the one really pulling everything together and making everything okay for everybody else. But what this opportunity is asking you to do is be open to receiving too. Things flow both ways. And then the King of Swords. I think as an advice card, what this is trying to tell you, the message that I'm getting anyway, is for you to look at things from every angle. Yeah. Um, Watch your limiting thoughts, but look at things from every angle because it might reappear. It might show itself in a new perspective. And then, you will just want it, or you will just want to fight for it. All right. So your bottom deck energy for that tarot that I just pulled is the Seven of Wands. So reflect, look back. It's fine. Just remember, though, that it's the past. And you're moving on to bigger and better things. You have a rebirth coming. All right, group one, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to call that reading there, and that is everything I have for you. Please let me know if this resonates. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy these tarot card readings, and if you want to hear or see more, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and just let me know. I am new at this and a new channel, well, new at recording it anyway. I've been practicing a long time, but yeah, so just like, subscribe, and say hello. I'd appreciate that. All right, bye, guys. All right. Hey, everybody that chose pile 2. If you chose the second set of cards, the second card shown, you are at your right reading, and let's get started. I'm just going to jump right into things. No blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to let you know that there is a blah, 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 I guess so. I'm just going to let you know that messages today are coming like a dog with a bone, okay? So they're just very specific, and I'm trying to get more, but it's like, no, like this is the message. So let's see. That happened for group 1. So let's see group 2. Let's see what happens to you. All right, so we're going to start off here with transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Okay, so let's start this off. That's a pretty big card to start it off with for sure. So, you are not the same person you were this time last year. 100%. If you looked back right now, you would be amazed at how far you've come. And now that the changes are happening within, and like you made a total transformation there and a commitment and are still growing in that sense, you are ready to make some of the changes in your physical life as well. So you are ready to, accept maybe like the glow up or that you want, or chase some abundance, or chase some love, if you want that in your life right now, or if you already have it, you're ready to kind of like take things to the next level. You're ready for some pampering maybe. So you've done a lot of work within, maybe not all the work. I was going to say all the work, but we never do all the work within. But you've done a lot of the work from within. And now, like, the message for you is that you're ready for the next thing. All right, let's see what else we got here for you. The next thing, we have the ring. Wow, okay. I see you. All right. And then we have the stone. Okay, so you're getting a ring and a stone. Wow, that's intense. All right. And then we have pile 2. Pile 2, group 2. I shouldn't call you a pile. You're a group. Group 2, you have the warrior. Oh, I'm like honored to be in your presence. I'm actually very happy I can pronounce all of these names too. Sometimes these cards are a little hit or miss. And then we have the shaman. Wow. Okay, let me just take this in for a second. So with the ring, I mean, there's some literal things you can think of here, and if that's where your life is going, amazing, great for you. But let me get into the deeper meaning here. But it is a very positive card on that level, too, just to let you know. Everything in life is connected, so nothing works alone. You couldn't make outer transformations before you made this inner transformation. Yeah, you weren't ready. You weren't ready to start changing your outer world. There might have been things that were bothering you, and you were like, why won't this happen? Maybe you were dieting all the time but could never lose weight, or, you were working out but you weren't hitting your fitness level, or, you were trying at love but you could never seal it down. But you needed to do this inner work first, and now you're ready for more of this outer work that the ring is talking about coming full circle to. So you're ready for that material level up. You're ready, to take that to the next level in your material physical world, because a lot of this work was inside. It was on the inside. So, yeah, you are connected. And I mean, this could be a little more literal. It could be love. There may be a wedding in your future. There may be a commitment, a promise, especially next to the stone, which is amazing. So the stone represents loyalty and commitment. You think about a stone, the stone lasts forever, and it is eternal. And what I think this is trying to tell you here in this reading, the message for you is that these changes that you made are eternal as well. These changes that you made will last a lifetime into your next lifetimes, if you kind of believe in that, and it'll just keep going and going and going. You are not going to, move away from these changes. It was a lot of work that took you to get here, and this is an internal commitment to yourself that you made by becoming the person that you are today, and by continuing to grow that person and take that person to the next level or next step in their life. So you're matching the love that you have for yourself on the inside into your material world now. So you're turning all of that self-love into love in your actual physical realm. And it could also, of course, mean some relationship stuff. But this is a general reading, guys. Don't get too excited. I'm giddy. I'm just like giggling about it. I don't know why. I'm going to keep going now, though. Okay. So the warrior. Wow, 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 wow. Big energy here. You took purposeful action. Like, this didn't happen just like because of a fluke. Like, you went for it, okay? Like, you went for it. This was purposeful action that you did. This wasn't, sitting around just hoping that all of this work would happen. No. You became the warrior. You stepped up. And the thing about the warrior is the warrior just keeps going. The warrior does not fear death. And in tarot, the death card it means a rebirth. It's not like literal death. So the warrior does not fear a rebirth. The warrior is like just tackling the unknown. And I feel like you found the value and know the value in the cycle that you've created. And you're seeing the value in how things go full circle over here, like the ring, and go in that complete cycle. So it's really, really interesting. I think that's really, really great for you guys. Also, yeah, with the shaman here too, I feel like you gained a lot of wisdom through this process. You're a fearless student still. You're a student, you're a practitioner. You have a sense of knowing now. Maybe you've even worked on your intuition. Maybe you just welcome your intuition and just your sense of knowing a little bit more as well. So it's kind of interesting. Wow, it's a really strong lineup of cards here. That's amazing. Okay, let's I pulled a few more oracles, so let's see what else we got here. We have happy happy. Great for you guys. We also have milk and honey. Woohoo. Wow. And then we have TikTok. All right. So, happy. You are coming into your fulfillment. I know that this kind of talked about that in a more in-depth internal sense. But you're coming into your fulfillment. You've been working for it. Um, it may seem effortless now, but know that you put in the effort. Know that you actually worked for this and take pride in your accomplishments. And just remember that happiness attracts more happiness. So, just keep putting that energy out there. And maybe even with it over here in this section, maybe it's love. I don't know. You're just attracting a happy, stable relationship. I'm being pulled to talk about love. So there's somebody out there who just needs that message. So that's for you. You're taking over my reading. You're taking over my general reading with your love message that you need. All right. And so next we have milk and honey. And what this one is telling you is to trust that your needs will be met. And this is abundance that you're coming into. It is a very abundant time. Don't worry about your resources in the physical realm. It might feel foreign. You might have worried a lot. You might have been worrying a lot, like all the time, and how to accept this for what it is, and this happiness and this joy and this fulfillment, which started internally and is manifesting itself out into your physical realm and in your abundant life and in all of your prosperous adventures. It might feel really, really foreign, but you are entering like your sweet spot. This is kind of where you're meant to be to level up. This is where you're meant to be to take your next step. This is where you're meant to be for things to kind of flow to you instead of always chasing. And then with TikTok here, confirmed. Divine timing is what this card means. Yeah, and the change you made within, it's just confirming that again, like we did with the stone with eternal. Like it will last forever. It will last your lifetime and many more lifetimes to come. And it also can mean love and the fulfillment you desire. Just because that love message can't stay out of here. Okay, so I did pull some tarot, so let's see what that had to say for you as well. Okay, first we have the Emperor. Interesting. And next we have the Moon. That's a strong card. And okay. Yep. We have the Eight of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Bit of Swords energy there. That is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Oh, and then we have the Magician. I feel like that's the perfect card for you. All right, so let's see how we're going to interpret this here. Give me a second. So, the Emperor. This isn't an accident. None of this stuff just kind of happened. I think I already said this, but it's just confirming that up for us. You took action. You showed up. You did the work. And if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be where you are now, looking back at your last year going, oh my goodness, who was I a year ago? Who is this person in front of me? You wouldn't be doing that if you didn't step up, if you didn't take action, if you didn't take control with confidence, with the confidence and belief that you can change. Like there's something that went snap and it just changed. And you were like, okay, I'm ready. What's next? And yeah, okay, so then we move into the Moon here. And I believe this is a bit of reflection. I think this is saying that you had a thought system before that you can't even imagine that your life would be like this now. I don't even think you could have thought this would have been possible based on where you were and what you were going through and the thought system that you had, and then just the subconscious demons that you were battling, and maybe, just the way you talked to yourself, or just the things you believed about yourself, the stories that you created about yourself and your worth and everything. That person would never believe where you are in this unknown space. This is very different for you, and it was a very long journey. The Ace of Swords is saying the Eight of Swords is saying things were bad. Like, you felt stuck. There was a time when you were this little butterfly all coiled up, and there were all these knives pointing at you, or swords, and you could not get out. You were stuck when you didn't think that any of this was possible, and you didn't know if you could be freed, and you just realized that you needed to turn to within to be freed and heal yourself on the inside so you could be set free on the outside. All right, so the Ace of Swords here is saying that you called upon your power. Yeah. And you see the snake on this card too. And like, the snake is a big transformation symbol. The snake sheds skins and becomes, like this whole new skin. And it's a good card for transformation. So it's really, really fitting for this story as well, that we're telling you about all the messages you need to hear today. So yeah, you called upon your power. I don't even know if you knew you had this power, but you welcomed the reset. The swords is the beginning of something. You decided to start. You welcome the reset. And then the ultimate beginning of something we have right here, which is the Magician. And it just ties in perfectly to what this message is trying to tell you here. So everything starts from within. And you have the power to create things in your mind and call upon this magician power that you have, and create things, the ideas of things and who you want to be, and that total belief system before you bring it out into this physical world. You see, the magician is number one. Like, that's the start. That is where it begins. And if you think about magicians, like, they kind of, I guess, have such a strong belief in what they're doing that they convince everybody else of their magic. And then their magic just radiates and goes to other people. You have like a positive belief system. And maybe you worked with affirmations, maybe you worked with law of attraction. This deep inside work that you did was in this magician energy. Oh, sorry, I'm going to knock the camera over here. Whoops. Got too excited, guys. It's going to be okay. All right, so next I pulled some advice cards. The first one is the Devil. Don't panic. And then we have the Hanged Man. Interesting. And then we have the Six of Cups. All right, guys. So what we're saying here with the Devil is that you are in a good space, okay? And please stay humble. Like, great things may be happening to you. Life may be abundant. Things are just flowing, and everything is just turning up you with the happy, and all of this material happenings over here, and all of this spiritual inner happenings over here, and all this work that you've done. What you're being asked to do and advised to do with the Devil card here is don't get too caught up in it. Don't get too caught up in that material world. Stay humble. Don't make the abundance that's coming to you in the material world the only thing that matters. Just keep showing gratitude, and then you won't get trapped by the likes of this guy. With the Hanged Man in the advice card, what I'm taking this as for you guys, because of this sword energy here too, is share your new perspective with others. Some may call you crazy that you did all this internal work and like oogie boogie or whatever. But there's somebody out there that you can actually help. There's happiness you can bring to somebody. Somebody may see some light from this, and that's going to be worth miles and miles and pounds more than, the couple of people who are like, yeah, okay, like you created it in your head. Ha ha ha. Don't worry about that. Just keep doing you. Keep your positive belief system and try to help as many people as you can, because you really, really figured something out here. Something clicked for you guys. All right. And then with the Six of Cups, just remember your past and where you came from, and look back. Your roots were deep, and there's a lot of things that make you up, like that make you the person you are today, and they're the reason that you became who you are. So just, search for that and look back. I mean, there might be some harder times and there might be some deeper messages, but be proud of them. All right. I just forgot your bottom deck energy. 1 second. All right, and your bottom deck energy is Temperance. So this is the ultimate balance, harmony, and once again, moderation card. All right, so I think that's a great place to end it. What an amazing message for you. I hope I hope this resonated so much, because it was such a good message. And just, be strong and, call upon that magician, call upon that transformation, and definitely work on leveling up in your glow up on the external now. Okay, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you do think, what you would like to see. If there's a specific topic you would like me to cover, I would love to hear from you. Thank you, Pile 2. Bye. All right, welcome, Pile 3, Group 3. If you chose the third and final card, this reading is for you. We're going to jump into things here really, really quickly, but I do want to give a little bit of a trigger warning. Just when I was shuffling these cards, it was very emotional and I was just a little overwhelmed by some emotions. So we'll see how that translates into interpretation. Just so you know on your end, though, this might be a little uncomfortable, or I mean, it might just truly deeply resonate. We'll kind of see where it goes. So let's get started. All right. So the message you need to hear most right now, you're doing it already. It's happening. You're closer to a resolution than you think. You're exactly where you need to be. You've laid the foundation. You've done a lot of work. You've done the work that needs to be done. Things are just not happening as fast as you would anticipate them to. And you're probably comparing your journey to that of other people. You're probably, sitting there thinking and comparing yourself to other people and how far they made it and their time frames and everything like that. On this card, it says, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. The key word there is your. This is your truth, this is your path, and it doesn't have to compare to anybody else's. So let's see what some other cards have to say here. Okay, the comic, the gem, wow, and the offering, okay. And next we have the hunter. All right, so with the comic, things might be a little dark for you right now, but you find a great escape in laughter and humor. Maybe you just work in laughter and humor. Maybe you're really sarcastic. You have a strong mind. Comedians always have a strong mind. They're clever, they're smart, they're witty, they're quick. Yeah, they're really, really quick. And sometimes, though, I feel like you might hide your true feelings in humor. You might kind of joke around it. Maybe you don't joke a little darker as well too. I mean, you don't have to be like an actual stand-up comedian or anything like that. You might have, some one-liners and some zingers and some darker jokes. But sometimes I feel like you really, really just kind of wear that comedian mask and make the jokes through the pain sometimes. And, on this journey, you're overthinking it a little bit. You're a bit concerned. You're not sure if it's going to work out. But if you asked anybody around you, I think they would think you're fine, just based on these cards here. Next up, we have the gem. You're feeling a bit like a diamond in the rough. You know you can shine bright. You know that you have a circumstance that may be different from the rest. Your position may be very unique. But remember that you're irreplaceable and you're made to shine. You just have some work left to do. You're not quite there yet. And I know the path may seem long and it may be taking longer than you think it does for others or for anybody else, but please know that it's the path you're meant to be on, and you'll get there. You'll get out of this rough. Next, we have the offering. Yeah, just you're irreplaceable. That just keeps coming through. Just remember that. I feel like you're very unique, group 3. I feel like, you're doing something different. I feel like maybe you're a little quirky. Maybe, you feel a little misunderstood sometimes, perhaps, which is just kind of, why you're uncertain at times as well. Maybe you're a little different than everybody else, and that's wonderful. I love that. I'm an Aquarius, though, so that's what we're made of. The offering. So you're having a hard time letting go of something, a belief or a person. You kind of need to offer it up to the universe without any expectations. Yeah, there's some attachment energy here. You've got to let it go. But without any demands. You're not letting it go and saying, if I do this, if I quit this, if I stop this, if I just change my vice, then you should do this for me. You can't barter with the universe. And then, kind of, you got to stop keeping score of what you've given up to achieve things. And that's when things will flow more freely to you. There's a lot to do with giving and receiving in this world, and what you give without expectations of receiving back, you usually receive much more back in return. So just remember that. It's a message coming through for you. And then the hunter. Okay, you are a results driven person. So that's why a long path is really, really challenging for you. Yeah, and some results take longer than others, is what I'm getting from this. You don't want to return home empty-handed, but remember, it might not even be time to return home yet. It's not the completion. It's not the end. We're still going. Yeah, and if you don't kind of release that, and if you kind of just don't stop overthinking it, it may lead to a little anger, a little resentment. When all you're just looking for, and you're not looking for anger, and that's not your intentions whatsoever that I take from this, but all that you're looking for is energy, and it's kind of leading to these other situations, if you don't kind of just give in a little bit and let go a little bit and trust the path. All right, so I pulled a few more oracle cards. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, wow. Okay. All that glitters. Exchanging gifts, guys. Look at that. All that glitters. Exchanging gifts. Regeneration. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got here. So in the All That Glitters card, you know what? Like, there's a few masks here, and I mentioned this a bit with the comic, and it's really suiting that it's over here beside it, because you're putting on a mask every day for other people, and so many people, The universe wants you to know that so many people who you compare yourself and your journey to are doing the exact same thing. They might not even have like the success you think they have or this great life you think they have, because everybody is just walking around with these masks on. Not all that glitters is gold, is the saying, I believe. And you're comparing yourself to these people that are doing the exact same thing as you are, kind of that fake it till you make it way through life. And then exchanging gifts. The offering, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. And this literally talks about the law of giving and receiving and just weighing the costs of things. 27, 16 might be relevant numbers to you. Then let's get over here. There's a deeper message over here. And regeneration. So, yeah, this is reminding us that it's not over. You can see that this tree, though it's like surrounded by all this molten lava, it's coming back to life. This is a second chance, or like a rebirth, but not a true rebirth. Like this isn't death. This isn't over. You may have had a lot of false starts in the past, maybe in business or in work or in love. Opportunities that you thought were dead are coming back to life. So this path that you thought, you were taking, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. It's already created. You're just waiting for this divine regeneration to kick in. Yeah, this thing you thought was impossible will shine again and light will come back to it. All right, so let's see what pulled for your tarot cards. I just asked for a little more clarification on the situation. All right, first we have the Sen of Cups. That's also the Knight in your typical tarot deck. And we have the Death card. Okay. You're like, but Eden, you told me it wasn't a death. Just wait. Let's see how they all come out. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of Pentacles. Camera's a little crooked, isn't it, she? Oh, well. It is what it is. Next we have Temperance. All right. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords in this deck. Okay. So, what we're getting here is you are compassionate and loving, and that is why this is so hard for you. I mean, people may not even see you as compassionate and loving, but deep down, it's just truly your energy. But you put on certain masks and things like that. You push through with your charm, and so this is like hurting you a lot, like, but your charm is kind of hiding the true ways that you feel, and people, they believe your charm. You're very charming, you're funny, you've got all of this going on over here, all of this kind of masking energy. So with the Death card, you typically believe in new beginnings. You believe that, things are just put to bed and then we restart and then we go again, and everything happens for a reason. But this time, the universe is asking you to think about it differently. They don't want you to quit, because it hasn't ended yet. This isn't a true death for a true cycle, a true death for the situation, because it's being rejuvenated. So this rebirth isn't because of the actual death. The actual death will come when that rebirth is deserved, when that cycle has come to full fulfillment. So don't quit. Don't quit before you get to the good part. Like, you're so close to the good part. You're like this close. And it's just, you need like one thing to shift and then you'll be at like the stuff that you are looking for. It isn't over yet. With the Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, yeah, you're encouraged to stay focused on your goal for sure. This is a focused energy. Stay the course. It isn't over yet, is what I keep getting. That's kind of the message that just keeps coming through. And with the Temperance card, I think with with whatever this goal is, you may have been like really, really extremely all in without moderation, without balance. You're being asked to understand the balance. And maybe this is the universe slowing this down is trying to balance it out for you. Maybe you were a little obsessed with whatever this thing was, whatever this career or love or opportunity or business, like maybe it was just very, very, very consuming to you. And then just slowing this course is the universe's way of teaching you this temperance and letting you know that you have it. Um, and you need that calm in your life, and you need some balance to make this work, because that pace was never going to be sustainable for what you were trying to do. All right, and then we have the Son of Swords or the Knight of Swords. Once you find your balance, you will then find the strength. You will be rejuvenated. You will be ready for anything. You will be this little guy flying through the air. You'll be back in this hunter energy, but you'll have the balance, so you'll know what this energy means, and you'll know how to capture that better for your rejuvenation. All right, so then I just asked for a few cards to provide you some advice as you move forward here. So let's make some space. All right, our first advice card is, come on. All right, it is the Eight of Wands. All right, so what the Eight of Wands is telling us is that this is moving ahead. Like this is going, keep going. It's just, this lightning is coming. It's bringing back to life. It really reminds me of this rejuvenation card here. The spark is going to hit, and you are going to be moving forward on this. This is going to come to life, and it's just some more advice on the keep going message. That's what we got there. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, your guard is up right now, is what this is telling me. Maybe you experienced some dishonesty in this. Maybe someone was dishonest. Maybe you were hurt. You may have lost trust in someone, or trust in the process, trust in what you were doing. You didn't believe in it anymore. I'm really thinking that it's like you're sleeping with one eye open. Look at that fox. He's like laying on his sword, kind of trying to sleep with one eye open. Um, yeah. So you need that to heal as well, to gain this temperance that you need to move forward. So you need to heal that, you need to forgive that, and you need to move forward. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. This is encouraging you to believe in yourself. You have the courage to carry on. You have the courage to move this forward. Don't fear the unknown. The moon is sometimes seen as the unknown. Don't fear it. Just take these steps and keep going. Nine energy is almost there energy. I really do. And now that I look at this bottom deck energy that I'm going to pull over here for you. Yeah, this bottom deck energy tells us that you are just like one pentacle away, removing one pentacle away from having the light that you need to bring this back to life. For this rose, like this, the sunshine is there. There is just one thing in the way. This is hardship, but don't give up. Just stick the course, because it's just one little shift, one little thing that needs to be done to make this all go your way. All right, so thank you, group 3. I'm going to call the reading there. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment or like and subscribe. If you want to see any other videos, just let me know. If you have any ideas, feedback, inspiration, I'm here for it. And just remember your message. You're already doing it. All right, thank you.